Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and thank you so much for watching today. Thank you. If you are new on this YouTube channel, my name is Milton Fonkwa. For those who are new subscribers, please do not go without subscribing, alright? And welcome to Milton's Fonkwa's Foundation. Thank you so much for watching today. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about studies in Lithuania, alright? Lithuania. For those who don't know, Lithuania is a country in Europe with a very colorful history and important geographic locations. Alright, Lithuania is busting, or let me say, a connection between Western and Eastern Europe as well, and is a small nation with a population of about 2.8 million. Let's just say the population should be at least 3 million. Alright, because this information, let me say, the information about the population, we didn't get it today. So the population in Lithuania should be at least 3 million inhabitants now, and Lithuania is also a member of the European Union, and it has been in the European Union since 2014, sorry, 2004. All right, and in 2015 it adopted a system, the currency used there, which is the euro. Now if you want to study in Lithuania, you have to understand that the system of education is not that difficult. Lithuania, the language there is not English language as the first language, but you should know that you can study English taught programs in Lithuanian universities. Okay, like I said, Lithuania is a small country in Europe, and the capital is in Vilnius, and the largest cities are three of them. We have Kaunas, alright, which is spelled Kaunas. We also have Klaipėda, which is the host of the University of Klaipėda, and we also have Solaila, alright. Let me just say the spelling is Siaulai, alright, but my pronunciation may be wrong. Lithuania, like I said, uses euro, and there are about 35 universities in Lithuania with about 360 plus international programs. Alright, like I said, for you to study in Lithuania, there are things you need to do, and the first thing you need to do is to look for a university of your choice. Alright, there are a lot of universities, a lot of universities in Lithuania. Okay, so if you are looking for universities where you can study, know that there are a lot of universities. Like I said, there are about 35 plus, or 35. We have the European Humanities University, alright, in Lithuania. You have International School of Law and Business in Lithuania. You have Kaunas University of Applied Sciences. You have Kaunas University of Technology. You have Kazimieras Savimonas University. You have Klaipėda State College. You have Klaipėda University. You have Utena College, alright. You have the Lithuanian Academy of Music and Theatre. You have Marijampolė College. You have Mykola Romeris University. You have Vilnius University, and so many of them. There are about 35 or plus, alright, that I said earlier on. So among these universities, you need to choose among which is the best for you, which has a program you can study, and things like that. You need to consider all of that. Alright, and like I said, there are more than 30 institutions of higher education. I just named a few in Lithuania, and similar countries like Germany, the Netherlands, and Finland have the same system of study, but between their university and colleges, let me say, like in Finland, the universities will be called universities of applied sciences. All right, and most of them of these schools or these countries are using the Bologna system, all right, of studies. In Lithuania, you can study a bachelor's, a master's, and a PhD, all right, for maybe 2 years, 3 to 4 years. Bachelor's degrees usually end for 3.5 to 4 years, while master's takes 2 years, PhD 4 years. All right, so when you have identified a university in Lithuania to apply for, what you need to do now is to check the requirements. All right, check if there is an application fee for you to be paid. Like I said, at the University of Klaipėda, where admissions is currently going on now, you can apply, but remember there is an application fee you need to pay of 150 euros, all right, at the University of Klaipėda. So as of this moment, when I'm going to post this video, there are a few schools that are open in Lithuania, and When applying for a university in Lithuania, check the requirements. Check if you need to send legalized hard copies of your certificates to the university. Alright. Check again if you need to submit a copy of GMA, GRE, or IELTS or TOEFL score. Alright. Check if you need to write motivation letters and present or submit recommendation letters as well. As soon as you finish with that, you now go to the application. You fill the application form, you submit the documents, you pay your application fee, you upload the documents, and wait for assessment. As soon as the international office has assessed your application, a reply will come to you probably after 1 month, 3 to 4 weeks, alright, which is about 1 month's time, saying you have been accepted. Now, what you need to do again is to pay your application fee. Alright, you need to now pay your sorry, not the application fee, but your tuition fee. Remember, you already applied and you cannot apply without paying the application fee. So after you get the documents, let me say the application, your acceptance letter, alright, the document, that is what I mean. You are now going to apply for a student visa to Lithuania. Remember, for you to apply for a student visa to Lithuania, there are some countries, especially in Africa, where the Lithuanian embassies are. Like in Cameroon, they don't have, there is no Lithuanian embassy in Cameroon. In Nigeria, there is no Lithuanian embassy in Nigeria, but you can apply for the visa there, but your documents will be sent to Turkey. For other nationalities in Africa, you may move to South Africa and apply for the visa in Pretoria, or you decide to go to Egypt in Cairo. Alright, it depends on you. Now remember, there are requirements you need to submit for visa application. First, your student acceptance letter, alright, your passport, and try to make sure your passport is valid for at least 6 months. And again, remember, there is an embassy fee you need to pay. You also need the visa application form, alright, and you also need a medical insurance, alright, and of course your proof of funds, which is your bank statement or your sponsorship letters and things like that. Alright, so when you submit the documents at the embassy is going to give you time, probably maybe 2 weeks, 1 month, 2 months. It depends on the embassy and the duration, and maybe some activities, internal activities within the embassy. Then you will be called, or your documents will be sent back to you, alright, saying you have been granted the visa. Now you need to make arrangement to move to the capital. If you are living in Klapedia, you need to now move. If you are moving to Kaunas or Vilnius, you need to now move. But remember, um, now, but remember, there is something very important for you when you are looking at admissions in Lithuanian universities. Not all the universities in Lithuania will charge for tuition fee, alright? For example, tuition fee is very important to consider when looking at a university in Lithuania, and this is my point. When you are looking at universities in Lithuania, always consider the fact that you are going to be paying tuition fee as a non-European Union citizen, alright? Now, EU students don't pay tuition fee, but tuition fee in Lithuania is typically arranged, let me say, from 1,000 to 5,000 euros a year, alright, for bachelor's degrees, and 2,000 to 6,000 euros a year for master's degree, while doctorates, which is those who are studying the PhD or who are doing PhD, come in at a higher range of about let me say 7,000 to 8,000 annually, alright, which is yearly. You may still have a PhD program that runs from 7,000 to like 8,500 euros yearly, alright. It all depends on the program, and like I said, that is just a range. It is not the amount is not fixed, okay? So know that students again from outside the EU student may be subjected to a different tuition fee. I already talked about that, alright, and it's also depending on university and program. The University of Klapedia may not have the same tuition fee in a program like nursing, same like the University of Vilnius, alright. I hope you understand why another school like Lithuania Business School may not have the same tuition fee in a program for masters and business administration like the University of Clapedia. All right, so please understand that. Now, and you also need to know that if you are studying at a university in Lithuania, you might be eligible for a scholarship, all right, that may cover part of your tuition fee, if not all. And tuition fee do not apply to students on exchange program. You know what an exchange program is? If you don't know, exchange program is a type of program where you can be studying in a different country and you take a course in another country. For example, a student may decide to take a student from a Polish university like the University of Warsaw may decide to take an exchange program at the University of Clapedia for maybe 2 semesters or 1 semester. It depends. All right, this is usually an agreement signed between the two parties, that is the two schools. So that is what you need to know about tuition fee in Lithuanian university. Now, about cost of living. Cost of living, one advantage you need to have, or you as a student who is going to be studying or who have choose a university in Lithuania to study, is the low cost of living. All right, students accommodation are very affordable and you can pay as low as 100 euros per month. All right, I remember my friends in Germany is paying 150 euros because they are sharing, that's their apartment is or their accommodation is 300 euros, so his part is 150. It's the same thing with 100 euros or 150 in Lithuania. You are going to have a good looking apartment, and all in all, including food, or let me say for your food, your books, and activities like sporting activities, students can easily get on a budget of about 450 to 600 euros a month, or less even. All right, it all depends on your spending habits and where you live, because a place like Vilnius and Klapedia are somehow a little bit more expensive than other remote cities. All right, so that is what you as an international student or an aspiring international student who wants to apply to Lithuania should know. Now, looking at the job market for graduates, you may tend to say, if I graduate from a Lithuanian university, will I be able to get a job? And Lithuania is a modern, let me say, economy. All right, remember I said their culture is rich and they have a lot of international companies that have offices in the country, especially in Klapesia and Vilnius. And again, English proficiency is reasonably high. So if you graduate from a Lithuanian university alongside other young men who speak Lithuania, or you may be able to, let me say, work in most of these companies. All right, because first you speak English, secondly you speak Lithuanian. Especially if you speak the Lithuanian language, you can work in most of these companies and maybe consider staying after your graduation. All right, but remember there are rules and regulations. You must have to live in Lithuania. All right, after graduation you are given a certain period to live in Lithuania, but first you have to study the language course, all right, to prove that you can compete for the stay and the job market as well. All right, it's very important. So that is what you need to know. If you graduate from a Lithuanian university, you stand a chance to get a well-paid job, especially if you study something like computer IT, which is let me say cyber security, computer engineering, mechanical engineering. You can easily, I am not saying that people who study history, economics, they will not get a job, but these are high demand jobs in Lithuania. All right, now let's look at the transportation in Lithuania. Considering that Europe is interconnected, especially most of Europe is interconnected except the Scandinavian that I know. Lithuania is located in northern Europe, don't forget that. And in the southern part of, let me say, the southeast part of the Baltic Sea. Remember in one of my videos I said there are 3 Baltic countries. You have Lithuania, Estonia, and Latvia. All right, so Lithuania share borders with Estonia, Latvia, all right, Poland, Russia, and some other enclave areas. And there are 4 commercial airports in Lithuania, of which Vilnius Airport in the capital city is the largest of over 30 international flights destination. So that is what you need to know. And again, remote areas, in terms of transportation, you have small buses, or let me say the train transportation or the bus transportation that can take you to smaller remote cities, all right, for you to enjoy your life. So that is what you need to know. Remember that among all the universities I named, there were also corporate colleges, all right, like the Venus College of Design, the Venus College, the Venus Cooperative College, the Venus Gediminas Technical University, and again you have St. Ignace of Loyal College. There are so many colleges in Lithuania, all right. You also have the International School of law schools as well, business schools as well. So before you make let me say make a choice to move to Lithuania, please consider these universities. Look at their application deadline, look at their tuition fee, look at their requirements. If you meet the requirement, of course you are going to get the admissions. And check again if they have application fee payment, because most of these schools have application fee payment. You will be charged a certain amount, and after you get your admission, you will be charged to pay a tuition deposit. It is normal in almost all schools, like in Lithuania, in Poland, in Finland, and in so many places. All right, so that is the information you need to know about studies in Lithuania. All right, guys, if you are new, like I said, guys, please do not go without subscribing. All right, subscribe to this YouTube channel and promote me so that I can grow. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Thank you so much. If you are new to this channel, your support means a lot to me, and until we meet again in another one, peace.